Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have another one from Blue Archive. This is theme 59, Aoharu. I think that's how it's said. Probably got that wrong. But either way, it's been a hot minute since I've given anything from Blue Archive a listen. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Let's go. Oh. It's kind of a fun percussive build-up right there. It just came out of the gate with all that energy. I wasn't prepared for that. More build-up. I'm building this one a lot. Ooh, good drop there. Ooh. Oh, this like really heavily compressed piano. A little bit of distortion on it. That is aesthetic, you know? I love this snare too. Very crispy, very thin. All these, the scales going up and down for the synth. It's just a really nice little thing to have in the background. That heavy, like that's, I really like that. It adds just enough to keep your brain interested. Not that the rest of the song isn't doing enough of that as it is. Also great visuals here, just beautiful artwork. And the very minor movement that some of them have with like the that shooting star going through and like the lens flare here. Has nothing to do with the song, I just think it adds something. That was really fun. That was really fun. So the piano on that, like I said, beautiful. I loved that part where it had that really compressed, slightly distorted piano on there. The build all the way through was really interesting. It never really did a thing where it built up into another section of music. It kind of just had like 3 or 4 different build sections just stitched together, but it never felt like I was left behind in any way, shape, or form. It for some reason felt very natural, and I'm not entirely sure compositionally how that was managed. I feel like a lot of the time when you're listening to music, your brain is expecting it to follow the sort of A, B, B, A kind of pattern. Like, you follow the usual steps of composing a song. You have the intro, the chorus, the verse. This, I didn't really feel had that. It had like a bridge, but other than that, it just kind of felt like it had 2 other like build-up sections that were just stitched back to back and then slightly edited. I don't know how that managed to feel like such a complete song by just doing that. It was a very interesting choice. And clearly this is like a theme too. It's not like a background song. It's something that is meant to be a theme of the game. So when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, why is that a theme? Usually something that's a little bit more minimal like that would be a background track and it would be like underneath gameplay, but that didn't feel that way. I don't truly understand what's happening here in the composition to make it feel as good and as complete as it did, despite it basically breaking every conventional rule of songwriting that I've come to know and most people know. I'm not entirely sure about that. I mean, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. This is not a slight. I'm impressed that they managed to do that. I'm just also trying to rack my brain figuring it out because I'm not a composer. I don't know how that sort of thing works or why certain things fit when traditionally they wouldn't. I'm not of that mind to really know better, but that doesn't make me hate it at all. That was really cool. Each section in there had something new and something unique that helped breathe new life into every single phrase. And like I said earlier, I never really felt like I was lost in that song where I was like, what's happening next? Why are we doing this? I kept building up into it because I kept thinking they were going to bring it into a new section, but they never did. But for some reason, I didn't mind that. And I think that that is intriguing, baffling, enigmatic, I guess. I don't know how else to word it, but I loved it. So I really want to hear more songs from Blue Archive and see if this is like a one-off thing, if it's a common thing that happens. This subversion of expectations that I experienced on this was something that was fairly unique for most music that I've heard, even on this channel and off this channel. So I'm really interested to hear if this is more of a thing that they do or if it's just the one. Either way, I loved hearing it, and I'm really excited to hear more songs. So please give me more Blue Archive songs that are similarly interesting, because this one really did throw me through a loop for a second there. So I think that's about all I've got to say on this one. The subversion of my expectations here was very profound, and I don't really have many more things to say about it, because compositionally it was so interesting, and I loved the way it sounded as a whole. But if you like this video and you want to see more Blue Archive stuff, please request them down below. If you want to support me, you know how to do that by now, I'm sure. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!